Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. It is literally just a day and a half later than when the last video finished. Literally got home, unpacked, repacked, had like a day just to chill, do a bit of training, get on the bike indoors, see Barney the dog, because obviously I'm going to be off for 2 weeks pretty much. So I've got my stuff, my plain carry-on bag with my laptop. I'm taking the Nintendo Switch just if I get any downtime. AirPods, various charging leads and all that, you know, passport, wallet, everything like that, because I like to travel in trackies. Then got my big race kit bag just because I'm going away for 2 weeks, and I've got some of the winter clothes from last year. I've got a couple of sets of gym stuff, some sets of clothes for like the evenings we have off, because basically we have dinner with the customers. So sorry, I should probably start by saying what I'm doing. So I'm off to Livigno in Italy for the Lamborghini Winter Accademia, so basically the ice driving event with customers. So customers come for 2-day blocks, do some ice driving in various cars, obviously Lamborghinis in the various models, and yeah, you know, some on winter tyres, some on proper snow studded tyres, and then there's some activities as well as driving on a circuit, along with a couple of nice meals and things like that. So I'm going to bring you guys along for the journey, and I hope you enjoy the ride. Okay guys, so it is just coming up for midnight in Italy. Just a little quick room tour. So flight was at 7:30 or 7:35 from Heathrow to Bologna. I then met with a driver who brought me to this hotel. Just saw a couple of the guys, and tomorrow we are driving down, up, I don't know actually which direction it is, to Livigno. So basically travelled here today, ready to drive in an Urus, well obviously a convoy of Uruses, down to, or up to Livigno, where we can then set up and get ready for the event. So yeah, a bit of a boring one today, and even tomorrow, but then the exciting stuff starts in a couple of days. So let's go. So for the third time this week, room tour. Hello, there's me. Nice bathroom, big sliding door mirror. Hello. It is a twin room. Unfortunately for the first, unfortunately it's always nice to have your own space. For the first 2 nights we've got to share a room, just because the lodge we stay at is very busy for the end of January. But we will get our own room after the first couple of nights. So I'm sharing with Jerome, who's Dutch, but I mean he speaks perfect English, and he's probably more English and has a better understanding of language than most people, so that's fine. So yeah, we've arrived in Livigno. It's 2 o'clock now, so it's like a 4.5 hour drive today. So yeah, I think we're going to get some lunch in a bit and then have a bit of a team meeting and go from there really. Find out the plan, make a plan, and then I'll be able to fill you more in on the event. Okay guys, first morning, just had breakfast. It's about 8:45, just got to the cars. So we have a load of Uruses to take customers to and from the track. So we've just got to basically where the guests stay in the hotel just down the road. We picked up the cars. Obviously today, the first day, is not a customer day. We're just getting set up and testing everything. So we're going to make our way over to the track and see how things are looking and get all set up, ready to go. And here we are in my beautiful Viola. I forget the Pacifica. I think it's Viola Pacifica. I'll have to check, but it's a beautiful purple Urus Performante. Okay guys, good morning. It's official day 1. Actually day 3 with travel and setup and everything. First proper day. As you can see, I'm kitted up. Just off to pick up the Urises and go to the track and set things up. Pretty fresh this morning as it is every morning. Probably somewhere between -15 and -20. I'll try and film what I can. It's quite tricky because obviously I'm working and it's quite a full-on event and quite busy days, but I'll try and film what I can when I can and show you guys what it's like on the inside. But as a location, Livigno is absolutely stunning. Just in the middle of all these mountain ranges. Okay guys, it's time for lunch on the second day. I'm not driving the hot laps because I actually feel a bit ill today, but I'll show you what it's like when the pro drivers come around and do some big skids. Oh, amazing. Well, not amazing, but amazing. Okay guys, we're now just over halfway through. I haven't done much filming in the last few days. As you might be able to hear from my voice, I'm still a little bit bunged up. Haven't been feeling 100%, but we move on, we crack on, there's work to be done, so no time to rest or have days off. We don't have any days off. Luckily, it's a 2-day program, so every 2 days we basically get an early finish, which is quite helpful. Been trying to, I was going to the gym every day, but the last few days I've kind of knocked the gym off and been going to the spa, you know, just trying to do a bit of sauna, a bit of steam room and that sort of thing, just see if I can help myself recover and clear up a bit better. I'm just kind of filming the drive from the hotel down to the ice track. We are at the ice track. First thing in the morning, just before 8 o'clock, ready to set up the cones, ready to go driving. We start at 9:30. This has been my ride for the last, well, here's my ride, has been my ride for 2 weeks. Pretty cool. So a lot of the boys have already set the cones up, but I'm just going for a little track inspection, walk round. I miss being able to walk Barney in the morning, so it's quite nice just to be able to get a little bit of a walk in, even if it is -16 degrees. We do have all the right clothes and kit for it.
As you can see, snow and ice. The track gets wetted every night and then freezes over, along with snow drifts and actual snow. So yeah, first thing in the morning is always pretty slippy. But yeah, great fun, great event to work on, and it's definitely a highlight of the year. But just look at the location surrounding the track, and look in the distance, there's that kind of mist covering some of the mountains. It's just unbelievable, the location. Natural beauty and Lambos, amazing. Okay guys, so I've tried to do as much filming and get some footage from this event as I can, but it's been quite tough because, you know, it's a work event, it's long days, busy days, and we have customers that are paying a lot of money. So I have to pick my moments when I film stuff and what I do. But just thought I'd show you like this view. I'm not sure if I filmed on the way here, but wow. So basically the cars that we use to take customers to and from the event, we picked up from Bologna, so by the factory, and drove to Livigno, which is like 4.5 hours, and then likewise we're driving back to the factory. So there's 6 Lamborghini Urus Performantes, and yeah, just driving through the mountains on the way home. And it is absolutely beautiful. Sometimes I have to really pinch myself that this is actually, well, a job. This is part of what I do. So, feel very lucky and blessed to do such a, well, call such a thing work. Hi guys, so I'm finally back home and unpacked and back to reality. I've had a look at all the footage and I realise I obviously didn't film as much as I planned to, because it is hard when you're, you know, working on an event with customers. You kind of have to be engaging and be available and ready. You kind of can't just be camera in hand all the time. So I apologise if it excuse me, didn't give a full taste of the event, but basically I thought I'd just explain a little bit. So pretty much the dealerships all around the world get slots to sell to their customers. Maybe they're prospective customers, maybe they're waiting on an order, whatever. They buy the slot, they travel out to Livigno, they then get signed in on the first night. So say you're a customer, you turn up on the Monday evening, sign in, get registered, whatever, pick up all your snow clothes. We then go up to a restaurant really up in the hills for a first evening dinner. So half the instructors will go, but we'll all drive all the customers up to a meeting point, where then half the instructors will leave and go and have a dinner on their own, and half the instructors will go with all the customers in a snowcat, so a treaded vehicle, up even further, right up into the hills, about 2,500 meters altitude, to have dinner at this restaurant up in the hills, which is really nice, fancy food, nice wine, etc. That's the first evening. Second morning, us as instructors, we get up at 6:30, have breakfast in our hotel, go to the track, set up, inspect everything, make sure we're ready to go. We then come back, have a briefing with the customers, which we then take them to the track, ready to start driving for 9:30. So we get to the track about 9:10. They have a chance to have a drink, whatever, get ready, acclimatized, and then we're ready to go at 9:30. Between 9:30 and 12:30 is driving all morning, so there's basically 4 45-minute sessions. Each instructor has 2 customers each,
So you try and split the driving time up so they get plenty of driving time, but they're not driving for a solid 20 minutes, because the problem is with ice driving, as you start to get more confident, that's where mistakes happen. As the speed increases, you know, there's less time to react, less time to think, and that's when, you know, although you're never going more than maybe 60 or 70 kilometers an hour, when you get it wrong and you hit a solid ice wall, damage does happen. And unfortunately, damaged by the end of the 2 weeks, there are a lot of cars that are just about hanging on. You know, 2 weeks of being absolutely ragged around and, you know, battered about. Bits are hanging off, bits do get broken, but that's part of the event. Yeah, so basically then 12:30 to 2 is lunch. We just go to a restaurant round the corner. We then come back and again have another afternoon of driving, 4 45-minute slots, doing some driving on track, there's a couple of paddocks with exercises and challenges for the customers to do away from the track environment, which is quite good. Chance just to hone the skills in a kind of controlled environment. We then finish at about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then again there's another dinner on the second night, but at the hotel that they're staying at, which is quite nice for us. We haven't got to travel anywhere. And then again they come back the second day. There's no briefing, we just take them to the track for 9:30. Again, 9:30 to 12 there's another 4 45-minute slots of driving, some on the track, some in the paddocks. We then go and have lunch at the same restaurant again the second day. We then go back to the track, and it's then customer choice, so they can basically decide what they want to drive for the next hour or two basically. And then we wrap things up about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the second day. Only thing I missed was actually just before lunch on the second day, as you would have seen in the video, we have the hot lap section. So basically the customers have done a day and a half driving, then we do a swap, the instructors drive, the customers come with us, and they get a chance to experience what professional, you know, driving on ice is like, you know. So maybe over the day and a half there's corners or particular sections they've struggled with, they get a chance to see us drive it a bit faster, you know, and show them that actually by being relaxed and just getting in the rhythm is the best way, and by being tense and trying too hard is the worst thing you can do. So yeah, and then we finish about 3 o'clock on the second day, and then we take them back to their hotel, and all the transfers are arranged. Some, you know, some of them have travelled a long way from Australia and Asia, so they might have some days that they're going to stay in Italy. Others that are based in Europe might be travelling home. It really depends, and that's it. It's just a 2-day program. They pay a lot of money for it, so like I say, I can't be on the camera too much, and you have to, you know, really make sure you engage with them. And everyone's experience is individual and unique, so you try and cater to that where you can. You know, hopefully if I'm on the event next year, I can try and do a bit more in-depth video and try, you know, see if I can do more filming, even maybe get a GoPro and do some in-car footage as well, because I know that's quite, you know, it's quite exciting when you're, you know, in the car and going sideways. But yeah, hopefully that gives you guys a bit of an insight. Thanks for watching, especially this video and the last video, because I know it's been just me with no Corinne. Hopefully it gives you a little bit of an insight into my life when I'm working with Lambo, you know, obviously and the test video as well. And like I say, hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys along to more events this year, especially highlight of the year for me being Goodwood Festival of Speed, which obviously is local to me, and obviously hopefully to some, if not all, of the races as well. So thanks for watching, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.